What is good, gang? Ben here, and today we're going to be going over our pre-weekly forecast for the week. Now, real quick, looking at the news calendar that I'll send in the Telegram, we have tomorrow is looking like a good day. We have New York session right around equity open news, and we have some high impact CAD news at 8:30 before that. Wednesday, we have FOMC minutes, which is nothing too crazy. That's in the afternoon. And then more pre-market news on Thursday and Friday. So we do have some inviting volatility, nothing too doorbuster. So that'll be good. Looking here at dollar, we were looking at 102.6 area for low to find discount. I was really looking at this high. I wanted to see price come back down into this on the 12-hour. That's our breaker right there, the last up close candle before sell side's taken, before the bullish shift in market structure. So that was my idea on that. We do have sell side taken and then displacement higher. I'm really looking at, we have some accumulated lows from Thursday right in here. This stands out as potential liquidity we can be drawing into for the week. And so I'll be looking for bullishness from dollar again. We are going to put this old daily opening gap. Let me make sure it's not on the lower time frame. Yeah, it's not. We have a daily opening gap here, which midweek, when we come back above this, I do expect price to go below it, but when we come back above this, I want to see this used as support. Delete this here. So the thing that stands out to me, we have an old inefficiency here and this order block with an open fair value gap. So, and then you have sell side here. So I'll be looking for low of the week in this area. Now, the low of this old fair value gap is higher than this one. So I'm just going to make this one zone like this and put the order block right there as well. So this is where I expect dollar strength to ensue. Here. And if price wants to dig on a wick basis, I want to see a firm rejection from this old volume imbalance. When it comes to targets now, I directed your attention at a few levels that I don't have marked here. What is this? I don't want this. So those were standard deviation levels of this wick. And I'll still be looking for those this week. So let's get those on there. 4771. $341. $201. And then obviously the high. Don't need this because this was traded through. And then obviously we have the high. So I am still bullish on dollar. Seasonality is bullish for dollar. First discount array on the high time frames, and we had a bullish shift off of. So that's what I have in mind. Long term, I'm really not looking for a true failure swing on dollar till we get up into this 109 area. That's not necessarily going to mean it's going to be one direct push, but I will be expecting price to reach back into those areas. And then that's where I'll be deciding if I'm going to continue looking for a bullish dollar, or if we can, form some sell model and then go lower. We shall see. Let's get into the 4 hour. Was this touched? No. Okay. So these are my upside targets for the week. I mean, not really ideally. I'd ultimately be looking for this top one. And in terms of what I expect from price to trade down into this area and then up. That's what I see for the week. Save this. Indexes. Yes. So we got the reaction off our level that we were looking for. We just ultimately haven't gotten to the target. Now, I am bullish on dollar, which makes indexes a little harder for me because I can't be bullish with this much accumulated buy side. One second, I need to put one thing on my chart real quick. And that is the mean threshold of this order block right here. So sell side liquidity taken on Friday. Purge and revert ideas off of the mean threshold or of this daily order block. I'm not really even looking at what price did today as anything relevant besides, building liquidity. And there is one more thing I want to plot on this chart, which does have my attention. This old volume imbalance here. Drag this over, delete this. Let me look. So this is actually where I'm going to be kind of two-sided here. We have liquidity here inside of this order block. And another volume imbalance. Yeah. So if price draws higher first, I'll be looking for weekly close bearish. So if price draws higher into this imbalance, I'll be looking for this. And ultimately this weekly close inside of this. Now, if price draws into lows first, I'll be then looking for bullish price action, but we're going to go with this for now. And if my thoughts change intra week, that's what I'll be doing. But this is the reason I'm siding here is because this follows my dollar analysis, even though we have accumulation below a high time frame liquidity pool and premium array. So ideally, I don't want large range sales. Like I don't want to be targeting these liquidity pools down here, and particularly this liquidity pool, because this is the liquidity pool that's going to be offset by whatever move comes here until these highs are taken. So even though I'm looking short term here, I am still looking at these highs to be swept and these liquidity pools and PD array to be mitigated prior to seeking larger liquidity pools such as these. NASDAQ. NASDAQ, same thing. I am going to be leaving this here. And here, I'd say for NASDAQ though, I'd be more inclined to target the mean threshold of this order block, 12106 flat. And the reason I'm doing that is I'm simply looking for the first discount array below price, and price already tapped in to the high of this order block. So I'm looking at one level below that, which is going to be, you could look at this fair value gap low as well as the mean threshold of the order block. And same thing, I'll be looking at this inefficiency. I think this is Thursday. Yeah, Thursday inefficiency. Trade up into that. We also have a breaker here, breaker for value gap. Why is it a breaker? Swing high, violated swing high, shift in market structure below swing low with displacement, leaving for value gap. So high time frame, this should be an easy low fract. If we get a fractal model here, this should be a high confidence trade for many. That's what I'll be looking for right there. Small range. Again, I'm not completely confident in this because index futures are bullish underlying at the moment for me until liquidity is swept above us, and dollar is also underlyingly bullish. So we will see. Now, again, YM, I'm not doing analysis on this chart. It's a little cleaner right now. We did have buy side sweep creating SMT with the other two indexes, and then shift displacement taking out the range low, leaving it for value gap. So, it's cleaner than it has been. And I'd be looking at this area down here. So I'm not going to be sending out this chart, but that's what I expect. But again, I don't trade it because look at it, it's gross. All right, moving on to currency side of things. Wait, we have gold still. So gold, reached its objective, just, didn't come to where I wanted price to be at, which is okay. I saw this as a stronger confluence because I really wanted to get to around this low. Price found support at this old fair value gap right here. See, it never even reached the top of it. And then went straight to our target. No big deal. No big deal. Let's take this off. I had my alert. I was ready to trade it, just never came. And that's, sometimes that's how you have to manage it. Price has to come to you. And if not, sometimes you can just say, haha, I told you so, but whatever. So I'm going to stay flat here because price just hit my objective, and this is not really conducive to, interest me. Yeah, nothing really here. I mean, this inefficiency is still open, so we can draw back up into that and then go lower, but I don't really see that right now. So I'm not going to be giving analysis on that. And that's really how it is, guys. If you don't see it clearly, you don't have to, entertain it. And that's really that simple. AU, playing like a beauty. Let's go to the daily. $12-hour. 4-hour. Not seeing much I really like here on these time frames. Let me check one more. Yeah, this consolidation right here with these wicks doesn't look good to me. This fair value gap is still open above this liquidity. But I don't think this is a large enough range for, yeah, we could wick above this and maybe tap into this again. I would say that this high is going to be safe and that we can revisit. Where's this? And say about a quarter of it. So it's gonna be like this candle high right here. I'd say up to that is permissible for this idea. But I'd be looking for something like this. And we're just going to target previous week low. Super modest target. But this is an inefficiency. Actually, I'm going to drag this over. The first target would be previous week low. That's a modest target. And then we're also going to be looking at that daily order block mean threshold. EU. Again, didn't come to where I wanted it. Created short-term high, ran short-term high, went right to target, and then bounced off just like we thought it would. But didn't get the retracement we were looking for. Delete this. Yeah, the consolidation of these pairs doesn't look great for my eyes. We did have our weekly closures below this, and now we're like previous week candle closed inside of this old fair value gap. I'm gonna delete this for now. So we can actually see accumulation in this area. So old selling can become new buying. We shall see. We're going to extend these out in time. Price can just sit and shop in terms of on a closed basis in this area, as we see kind of right now, price is doing. So I'm also not going to be giving guidance on EU because it looks pretty stuck. Yeah, nothing on the 12-hour to queue off of really maybe this old gap. Swing high, 4-hour. Everything's bounced and retested. So yeah, I don't see, nothing to entertain for EU at this point. GU is some surprising strength last week. Cue the music. We don't need this anymore. This. Don't need any of this. this. So daily picture is pretty clear. What are these two levels here? I'm not sure what those levels are. Should have labeled them. It's a mistake. That is a mistake. Anyway, delete these. So price found support at this old mean threshold of the daily order block. It's okay, but we created our return to premium, displaced closing below a swing low. So I'm looking for continuation. We didn't close below this. So this should be pretty simple. If you want to refine this, I'm going to put mean threshold, but fair value gap, pretty clean. Previous week low, and then we have a low resting right below that here. What's the range here? That's pretty good. Like I was saying, mean threshold for this. And I drew the line almost perfect. Just like that. Almost. So something like this. So we're just refining a relatively larger range premium area for a reaction and picking a more specific area. Now it doesn't have to come here. If we just tap into this fair value gap and create a lower time frame fractal reversal pattern, correlating with time of the week, so preferably Tuesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, that's what we'll be looking for. But if it digs higher into this, totally okay, same thing. And UCAD, a little weakness, a little strength from Canadian dollar that I was not anticipating, but target still met. As far as this goes, let's see what the lower time frame looks like. Yeah. You have this old sell side imbalance, buy side efficiency with an order block. So this is what you'll be looking for right here. Something like this. Down into this area and back up. Above this, we have this old area. Those will be the two targets. Ooh. Sheesh. Okay. That was weird. That wraps up the analysis for this week. Hope this was helpful. Till next time, be good.